Alright everyone, Season of the Wish in Destiny 2 is live, and you know what that means. Tons of new weapon rolls to look out for. And I've compiled a quick list of 5 new weapons that I think might make their way into the meta. If that sounds good to you, please feel free to subscribe and click down below for more content. The season just started and it's going to be a very long one, so tons of Destiny 2 videos are in the pipeline. Please again, subscribe and click that notification bell for more. Let's get straight into these 5 weapons, everyone. Alright everyone, with the help of D2 Foundry, we are starting off really hot. This is the Undercurrent Adept, an arc special wave frame grenade launcher dropping from Grandmaster Nightfalls. And this is the gem of the season. I can tell you from GMs, this is what you're going to want to look out for. The role that I've seen is the most obvious one here. Ambitious Assassin and Volt Shot. I don't know if this is the replacement for Forbearance, or maybe they're trying to give it some competition, but Volt Shot is a decent PvE perk, and I think on this wave frame, in combination with Ambitious Assassin, or maybe Demo here, or maybe Field Prep, Lead from Gold, there's tons of good options here. This is a loaded weapon. Please get into some GMs when they go live, and I'll be grabbing one of these. Next up, and keeping the arc theme going, is Subjunctive. This is an arc primary craftable lightweight frame weapon. It's a 900 RPM and it drops from Season of the Wish activities. So those ending chests in all of the activities you play throughout the season, keep your eyes peeled. This weapon might drop, and the one roll that I see off rip is maybe Subsistence and Volt Shot, or potentially Stats for All Volt Shot. That's actually, I think, what I'm going to go with. Subsistence, you don't necessarily want reloading your mag every time, so Stats for All Volt Shot for sure is what I'm going to be going for. If you want to use Subsistence, let's do Subsistence and One for All. As your damage perk here, this is also a great option, but definitely crafting that Stats for All Volt Shot is going to be the go-to. Let's move on. Next up is Scatter Signal, and this one is definitely my favorite weapon out of the bunch. It's a strand special craftable rapid fire frame fusion rifle, dropping from Season of the Wish activities, and the kicker, it drops with controlled burst in that second slot. In combination with overflow, that's definitely the god roll. Overflow with controlled burst, this might be the king of DPS. Controlled Burst is a very strong perk on fusions, and any gun it's rolled on so far has been pretty strong. It has not rolled on a rapid fire, and we don't know what that's going to increase the charge rate to quite yet. We can theorize and just go off the 10% charge rate that you see here, but we've never used it in the field. A rapid fire frame with Controlled Burst might be nasty. With overflow as well, keep your eye out. I'm going to probably be grinding this out, and I'm going to make a video on Scatter Signal with Overflow and Controlled Burst when I can get my hands on it. Coming up next is the Incisor Adept, and this is for all my PvP guys out there as well. Because off rip, I'm seeing Perpetual Motion and Dynamic Sway in that first slot, as well as Tap the Trigger or Target Lock in that second one. You could do Dynamic Sway and Tap the Trigger if you want that true strand laser beam, or maybe switch it up and go with Target Lock for that little bit of extra damage. This one will be pretty universal for PvP and PvE, as there is Envious Assassin, as well as Subsistence up here for my PvE players. You can throw these two on in the first slot, and Hatchling or Killing Tally in that second slot will be very good. This one's interesting. I don't necessarily advise diving into trials for every single weapon, but every once in a while there is one that is worth it, and here it is. Subsistence and Killing Tally or Hatchling will probably be the role I go for. And last but not least, because you always need a heavy weapon, is Doomed Petitioner. This is a void, heavy, craftable, linear fusion rifle dropping from Season of the Wish activities. And like I said, it's an aggressive frame, the 3-round burst linear fusion rifle. And I'm seeing Reconstruction as well as Precision Instrument here. Precision Instrument states that dealing sustained damage increases precision damage. And this thing, I think it has potential. In combination with Reconstruction in the first column, or Envious Assassin, with Precision Instrument in the second column, this might be a new contender for damage. I know linears are somewhat out of favor right now, where rockets are doing so much damage that they kind of forced everything out, but this might be another valid option. There is some content in the game where linears are still pretty viable, so this might be one you want to look out for. Envious or Reconstruction in that first slot, in combination with Precision Instrument. This one might be strong, and I'll be keeping my eye out for it as well. Thank you all so much for checking out this quick video. I know Season of the Wish just went live today, and it's pretty early, but it's feeling decent so far. There was no 3-hour delayed login time, and the servers have felt pretty smooth. Let's hope this is a trend in the right direction for Bungie, considering everything that's going on. If you want to see more Destiny 2 content, or a new game on the channel called Pokemon MMO, a multiplayer Pokemon game, please click through and subscribe. I've got tons of content down there, as well as sharing the channel with your friends and family. We're growing the channel every day, and I appreciate viewers like you. You guys are doing the thing. Thank you so much for watching again, and please have a great rest of your day. See you later.